Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kiesha. I like to crochet, I like to read. This is where I come when I want to talk about my hobbies. If you guys read the title of today's video, then you know that I'm going to be crocheting rose bouquets, specifically 3 of them because Mother's Day is coming up very quickly. I need to go ahead and get them done because there's mothers who need these bouquets. Anyways, so I'm gonna bring you guys with me while I make those because I didn't post a video last week. I said it was gonna be up Sunday or Monday, and then I completely scrapped it because I hated it. I hated what I made. I hated the whole video. I barely had footage because I wasn't in a crochet or filming mood, so it wasn't good, in my opinion, and I didn't want to post a video that I did not like. I don't know, I didn't want to give low quality or like post a video, I hate the video, and then like expect you guys to like it. So that's why you didn't get a video last week. I do apologize for that, but I feel much better now. I think I'm good. I should hopefully film every day. I don't really have much else to do. Sorry, my necklaces are tangled. As always, when are they not? So yeah, I'm gonna crochet some rose bouquets and I'm gonna bring you guys with me while I do that. In case you're wondering what I'm using to make these, I have my needle for when I weave the ends, and then I have my hook. This is a 5.25 millimeter. I've used this hook for everything since I bought it because it honestly does help my hand not cramp as much when I'm crocheting for long hours. Then I got some scissors. These are what I keep in my little bag for my crochet stuff. I have regular scissors, but these are just quicker and easier, and they're small. Then I have some kebab sticks. And before you guys ask, this is what I use for the stems of the flowers. And I just wrap the green yarn around it so that it's thick and sturdy. But I got these, I just bought them yesterday. They're already open. It's 100 count. Then I got the yarn. So our first bouquet is these 2 colors, which this is red, it's Walmart brand. And then the blue is Soft Navy by Red Heart. So red and blue is for our first bouquet. And then the green is here for when I do the stems. Now, haven't decided if I'm going to do 12 or 24 roses yet. Let me send a text really quick so that I can figure that out because I need to know that before I start. Typically, the rose bouquets I have done, I either do like 1 singular rose when it's not in a bouquet, and then if it is a bouquet, I'll do 3. But I don't know if I'm doing 12 or 24 this time. I just know that I'm doing a full bouquet. So once I get a text back, I'll let you guys know how much we're gonna end up doing. But with all that being said, I am done talking now, so I'm gonna start making our roses, and I don't know, I guess I'll check back with you guys when I know the number and I have a couple done so I can show you what they look like. But I'm thinking I do, okay, so we're doing 12. So that's good for me because that means that I do 6 roses of each color. I'm gonna do red first, and then I'll do blue after, and then I guess I will come back to you guys when the red ones are done, or once I have the first one done or something. I don't know, just so you guys can see what they look like. But I'm done talking now because this has been going on for almost 5 minutes, even though I am gonna cut some pieces out. Y'all know how I be. I talk too much. Anyways, I'll catch y'all when some roses are done. I'm done rambling, guys. Guess whose fire alarm in their building went off while I was mid crocheting a flower? I did not set the alarm off, but the alarm did go off, so I had to get out the building. Anyways, I just got back. I finished our first rose. Here she is in all her glory. Very nice, very pretty. All I have to do is sew it together, add the stems and the leaves and stuff. But this is how the rose comes about. And then I just wrap it on up till I get the shape that I want. I might fluff it out a little bit. If I don't like it, I might make it taller, make it bigger. I don't know. But our first rose is done, so I'm gonna continue what I'm doing. I just kind of wanted you guys to see what they look like, and I don't know, I guess I'll check back in when I have all 6 roses done, because these work up really quickly, maybe 30-45 minutes, super fast. I'll see y'all really soon. Okay guys, hi. I apologize if it's loud, if you're crooked, the air conditioner's on, you're propped on my bed, on my tripod. Anyways, we have 6 red roses done. Not done as in like fully put together, but done as in like formed, assembled, whatever. I'm about to make the 6 blue ones, and then I'll come back to y'all when the 6 blue ones are done and we can assemble them, or maybe when I have the first one done so you can see what they look like, and then we'll assemble them and figure out how we're gonna put them together in the bouquet. So yeah, I'll come back to you guys when the blue ones are done so we can see what all that looks like and move on to the assembling part. I will say though, it is Friday. It's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, so I don't know if we're gonna get to the other bouquet tomorrow. Probably not. So this video is probably only gonna be this bouquet, and then next week's video will be the second bouquet and maybe the third one. I don't know, it just depends on how much I get done, how much time I have when I start filming, all of that. But yeah, I'm about to do the blue roses and I will check back with y'all later. I apologize for the terrible lighting. I'm currently working on blue rose number 5. Here's, you can't even see it, but this is the first one that's assembled, and then I have 3 more right here, and I'm working on another one. I feel like, let me give you the flashlight because I'm not getting up to turn on my light, but much worse. But this is the blue rose. It won't really focus, but there you go. Here's our blue rose, and I'm working on the other ones. So far I have 3 more done that I have to attach. I'm making number 5, and then I've got 1 more after this. I'm going to sew them all together, probably film that, give y'all some clips because I ain't been in a talking mood, not even gonna lie. And then we're gonna assemble them because I got our skewers ready. I have our green stem yarn ready, and all I gotta do is go get my hot glue gun, glue them together, and be done with it. So I'm gonna continue working on this, and I guess I will come back to y'all when it's time to sew them together so that you guys have something to watch, because I have like 2 clips right now. That's it. So I'll be back in a second with some more for you guys. Okay, so we just finished number 5, which all we gotta do is sew these up. We'll have 6 left. In case you're wondering, this is all the yarn I have left. I just barely won yarn chicken, but I'm gonna sew these up now. There's really nothing special. I take it and make sure it's wrapped tight. Oh, you guys can't even see me. Hold on. Okay, is that better? Not really, because it's still kind of dark, but like, I wrap it and I make sure they're all even, because if not, they're gonna like point upwards, kind of funnel style, and that's not what you want. But for these, I have to wrap them tighter than I did the red ones because this yarn says it's weight 4, but it's thicker. So these roses are just a little bit bigger than the red, but it's fine. So then you got it wrapped up like that. If it focus, there we go. Now it's wrapped up nice and pretty. Okay, take the needle and the long tail that I took, and then I just weave it through the bottom, and then I weave it through again, and then I hide the ends so that it stays wrapped securely and all that good stuff. Stick it through the top piece here, but instead of going like straight across to the top of the petals, I stick it through and then I angle it downward so that when I pull it out on the other side, it comes out through the bottom. So it's like that. It's stuck in through here, but it comes out at the bottom right there. And then you just pull it through. So now your top is secured like that. Top is secured. And then I'm gonna weave it back through the bottom piece right here so that I can hide this tail along with the other tail. Like that, if you need a visual. And I pull it tight again. Now that's secure. Shape it up a little bit, make sure it's good. And there's your rose. So now all I've got to do is hide the ends. And by that, I just weave them how you would normally weave your ends. So far, it stayed secure. Weaving them this way does really well because I get the ends all in there like they need to be. It's nice, tight, and secure. And even if the end like showed through here when I make the stems, you can't see it. So it's fine, which I do have to do that next. I completely forgot about the stems, but I'll make those soon and show y'all how that goes. That's weaved through there, and then I weave the sewing tail 3 times because I go in the first time and then I go back to get it with the starting tail, and then I weave the starting tail with the sewing tail the 3rd time that I weave through. So the sewing tail gets weaved through 3 times and the starting tail only 1, but that's what that looks like. Weave through there like that, and then I just cut off the excess. Voila, there's your rose. This is what the bottom looks like. I know this lighting is so bad, I'm so sorry guys, but here's the bottom. There you go, it's a little bit better. And then here's the top. So now we've got these 2 together, all of them nice and done. There's a close-up if you want to see a close-up. There you go. And yeah, I'm just gonna continue sewing up our other 4, and then I'm gonna make the stems. I don't really feel like I gotta show the process for that. It's a magic circle, 6 double crochet in it, and then you just chain 6, single crochet, half double, double, slip stitch into the next, chain up, and then you just keep repeating till you get 5 or 6 points depending on how you want your stems to look. But I'm gonna do that after I sew these. So we're gonna sew these first, then I'm gonna make the stems, and then I will come back to y'all when I have all of the stems done. Okay, so all of our roses have now been assembled. Here's flashlights, you guys can see them better. I think they're so pretty. I think they look great. They kind of remind me of Spider-Man, which is low-key not helping my brain because I have indeed been writing Spider-Man fan fiction. Neither here nor there. That's low-key why it's been taking me so long to make these. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, but we're not even gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that. Just know my middle school Wattpad days are back full force. Anyways, flowers are done. I wanted to show y'all those. I'm about to make the stems and assemble the flowers, and then we can be done. It is now 10:19. I've done 6 stems. I still have 6 roses left to make the stems for, but I do have them on the stick, so all I have to do is hot glue them and put them together. So we've got 3 blue ones so far. They're not gonna look like this when they're done because I gotta fix them up, make them look good and all that, but there's stems for 3 of the blues, and then we have stems for 3 of the reds. Again, I'm gonna fix them up, I'm gonna make them look better, but this is how they are right now. And so yeah, we've got 6 roses, and I'm gonna do the rest tomorrow because my back hurts really flipping bad. So I'm gonna call it a night, and I'll do the stems for these other ones in the morning. Then we can put them on their little sticks, make our bouquet bigger because this is only half, and then I can wrap it. But yeah, that's my check-in for the night. We've got 6 roses done. Only 6 more to go, and then wrap the stem for all of them, which is honestly what takes one of the longest parts. The stem is the worst part. This and wrapping the stick for the whole stem, worst part. Hate it. But they're gonna be so pretty when they're done because they're already very, very pretty. So yeah, I'm gonna set this aside and I will come back to y'all in the morning or whenever I decide to continue this. I don't know, but we got 6 left. 3 red, 3 blue, and then we're done. Hello guys, it's the next day. I have since finished our stems for our other 6 flowers. Here they are. Let me get the other ones to show y'all. I finished the stems for our 6 flowers. Here's our other 6. Here they are together in our giant bouquet. So now it's time to assemble them before they all fall apart. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys how I assemble them. For starters, I'm not a pro. I honestly don't know what I'm doing, so don't take what I'm saying to heart. Do not follow my instructions to a T. But again, here's our bouquet. I got my hot glue gun, and I've got my glue sticks. The only thing that I do is first let the gun heat up. Okay, so it's hot. And then get the rose on the stick, make sure it's where I want it to be. Let me lower my camera a little bit so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. There we are. Get the rose where I want it to be, and then I put glue on the leaf. Try not to do a lot, because if you put too much, it'll leak through and get all over your flower. But you put the glue on there, right, and then you take it, flip it up, and press it down against the rose so that it stays in place. So it'll be like that. And then I just repeat it all the way around. So let me do that. If there's one thing I hate about a hot glue gun, it's the strings of the glue from after you press it out. They're so annoying and they get everywhere, and I hate them. But moving on. So now we've got the stem on the rose, right? Anyways, it keeps sliding. So to fix that, I put glue on the tip of the skewer, and then I push the rose up and I squeeze it closed around the skewer where I just put the glue. So like that, and there you are. Now your rose is on the stick. And for the stem, here we have the green yarn again that I used to make the stems, and I'm gonna wrap the stick with this yarn. So I put a little bit up close to it to hold that in place, and then I press against it, make sure it sticks. So it's like that, and then I just wrap it around. This glue stuck to my fingers is about to drive me insane. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It's so annoying. As I was saying, and then I just wrap it around the stick, and I make sure that I keep it really tightly wrapped so that it covers the whole stick. But essentially I just swirl it like this, and then I push it up, and then I twist it to tighten it so that it's not gappy or lumpy. Twist it, push it up, wrap it tight. And whichever way you're twisting the yarn in, or the stick or whatever, that's which way you need to twist the yarn, so that you're not unraveling it, you're just making it tighter. And it slowly starts to give you You're a nice cute stem. So yeah, I'm gonna do this for all 12 of them, and that's really about it. After I get all of like the whole flower done with the stem and whatnot, I put some glue on the bottom of the stem to secure it, or the yarn in place where I just wrapped it, to make sure that it doesn't unravel on its own or anything. It's honestly really simple. It's just a very tedious project, all of the above, because it's a lot of pieces, and then like assembling the 4 roses kind of takes a while. But yeah, I really don't have anything to talk about. I did have music playing, but I don't want to get a copyright strike, so I paused my music. But that is what I've been up to, and I've been trying to make sure that I get majority of this done today or tomorrow, because it is Friday. My video does need to be edited and uploaded by 12, and if not by 12, then a little bit after. But now that I've made it to the bottom of the rose, where it's like this little piece left, take your glue, which I just got hot glue on my bed, but moving on, and I coat the bottom of the skewer with the hot glue. Then I take it and I wrap it tightly around it to make sure it's secure and in place. And then I go back around it to kind of make it a little bit thicker at the bottom, and stick that final piece down where the skewer is covered. It's a little thick, and then you cut it. And for the little piece that's still sticking up, I just do a little bit of hot glue right there. That was a little more than I wanted, but okay. And I press it down. Do be careful though. Don't do what I do, because it does burn. Hot glue is hot, as it says in the name. So don't do as I do, but like, this is how I do it. And yeah, so now you got your rose. Here she is. Very pretty, very nice. And then here's our stem. And there's the bottom where I just made it a little bit thicker and wrapped it. But here's our rose. So super cute. I'm going to do the other 11, since we have 12 that we have to assemble, and then I can wrap them and then be done. So I'm gonna do these, and I will come talk to y'all once they're all done, show you what they all look like together, and then we can wrap them up, and I'll close this video out. This is completely, well, not completely, but kind of unrelated, because I have not wrapped all of the stems, but I've done 10, and I have one more left to do, plus we have this one already wrapped. So close to being done, so close. I'm about to do this one, and then we're gonna wrap these stems, and then I will show you all the finished product in a second. Okay, our final rose was just wrapped. Let me fix my camera, hold on, bear with me. Okay, our final rose was just wrapped, which means all of them are done. Let me fix it up, make it look cute or something, because it's looking a little rough right now, not even gonna lie. Here's our final bouquet with all 12 roses. I think this is the cutest thing ever. It's so pretty. I like her. I think it's gorgeous. Here's our stems. They're all fully complete, fully wrapped, all that good stuff. I did say I was gonna wrap them and show you guys how I do that, but I gotta edit this video, so unfortunately I'm not going to be wrapping them in this video, but all I do is just wrap them in tissue paper, tie all this together, and wrap it like you wrap a regular flower bouquet. Yeah, this is done, which means that is the end of today's video. Time for the outro. If you made it this far, comment this emoji, because we made roses. We made a nice pretty bouquet, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really apologize for not posting last week and this video being really rushed and really short. I'm sorry. Next week I'm going to try my hardest to start filming earlier so that you guys have more to see, but I didn't do that this week. Sorry. I apologize. I will get back to my good content, all of my high quality videos with lots of things, lots of projects for you to see. But yeah, our bouquet is done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment below if you have any other flowers you want to see me attempt to make, or any other color variations for the rose bouquets. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Love you. Have a good day.